Good morning, children. Welcome to the Montessori. Can you guess who this is? Who is this? Can you guess? Can you guess? Hi, this is Miss Shareen. How are you? See, Miss Shareen loves all of you and misses you so much. So today, I'm going to show you something, all right? Look what I have. I have a glass or a cup of water, and I have my favorite candy. Now, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to put this candy into this. Oops. What happened to the candy? It stays on top of the water. So we say it floats in the water. Now, Miss Shareen is going to open the candy, open the wrapper, and put the candy inside. What do you think is going to happen? Is it going to float, or is it going to go right in and sink? What do you think? Let's see. Oops, look, it went inside, and now what happened to it? This is what we say, it sinks in the water. Why does that happen? Would you also like to try this experiment and see why this happens? Okay, let's get ready. Okay. All right, children. So can you prepare this at home? Get any tub or a container like this and fill it with water. Not too full, about 3/4. And then you have these labels from your learning kit. Okay? So you need these labels which read float and sink. And then you can just collect a few objects from around the house. Shareen has a plastic spoon, a metal spoon, I have a little ball, I have a little pebble, a coin, and a shell. And I also have a napkin because if I make a mess, then I need to clean it up by myself. And I have a tongue. If you don't have a tongue, don't worry about it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to put each of these objects in the water, and we are going to see if these objects are going to stay at the top or float, go right in and sink. Are we ready? Right. So first I'm going to take this shell. What do you think is going to happen to the shell? Let's put it in. It went right in, so sink. The shell sinks. Plastic spoon. Stays on top, so it floats. A coin. What do you think is going to happen to this coin? Can you guess? It goes in, so it sinks. Plastic ball. Let's see what's going to happen to this. Stays at the top. It floats. A pebble. What do you think is going to happen to the pebble? Is it going to stay at the top and float, or is it going to sink? Let's see. Right, it sinks. And this spoon, a metal spoon. The metal spoon sinks. Wow. Now let's see. Let's take out these objects and sort them so we can remember which objects float and which objects sink. If you have a tongue, you can use this. The plastic spoon. It floats. The plastic ball, it floats. Shell sinks. The metal spoon sinks. The pebble sinks. A coin sinks. So you see, children, some objects float in the water and some objects sink. And let's look at these. They're both spoons, but one floats and one sinks. Do you know why? Because these spoons are made of different materials. One is plastic and it is lighter, and one is metal and this is heavier. Or this is less dense and this is more dense. And I'm going to tell you why some objects float and why some objects sink. Okay? Okay, so everything that you see around you is made up of small little particles. And we can't see these particles, but everything is made up of small particles. In some things, these particles are very tight and close together. Let's imagine these marbles are particles. When the particles are near each other, close together, then the object is dense, like the metal spoon. But when the particles are far apart, it makes the object less dense, like the plastic spoon. So even though both are spoons and they have a similar size and a shape, one is more dense and one is less dense. And that's why when you put the metal spoon in water, it will, what will it do? Sink. And the plastic spoon will float. Children, so make sure that you have thrown the water and tidied up your workspace after you have finished working, okay? And you can do this experiment whenever you like to do. You can collect different objects in a little basket and get a huge container and do this experiment with your mom and dad. All right, hope you had fun and see you again. Bye.